It is good, yo. It's your boy Ty back here with another video, and in this video today, I am going to be ranking my top 10 budget cards in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. Now, budget to me is under the likes of like 15,000 MTs, so you're going to see a lot of really good players on this list. Now, so I'm actually recording this on Friday, so it makes things a little bit trickier because you guys are going to probably be seeing this on Saturday. But a guy like James Wiseman is still over my actual threshold, so you obviously won't be on this list, where I'm actually pretty high on James Wiseman for budget players out there. Now, that goes with a guy like Jack Sigma, who actually shouldn't be cheaper than James Wiseman, but he is. He's actually more of a budget player too, so if you do have that extra bit of MT, Jack Sigma is another guy that I don't mind, and same thing with D'Angelo Russell. All cards that I definitely do enjoy using and have used, and I have a lot of fun with them. Now, we're going to dive into our top 10 right now. Starting at number 10, shout out to DBG, putting me and the community on Galaxy Opal David Thompson. Now, with that being said, do I think David Thompson is next level good? No. Do I think he's good? Sure. I think David Thompson, for the price of 11,000 MT, is a very, very solid option. And here's why, okay? Here's why. He does have Jump Shot 8, and initially when I saw Jump Shot 8, it turned me off of the card, but Jump Shot 8 actually is not bad. And outside of Jump Shot 8, there's only one problem, and that's his interior defense. Now, his interior defense is definitely something that is scary. There's a reason I like D'Angelo Russell more than David Thompson. It's because he's more complete, but still going to be solid enough as a perimeter defender. Still going to be solid as just a solid point guard in my team. I think he's solid enough to come in at number 10 on this list. At number 9, a card that I still love to death is RJ Barrett. I like him. I like Kazi more. I like, some other shooting guards in my team more. But here's the deal. This one for 6,000 MT with a diamond shoe. What more do you really want, okay? 97 3-ball with the shoe, 99 driving, 99 ball. No, defensively, absolutely complete on both ends of the court. Really solid release. Playmaking solid as well with quick dribble style. There is no flaws in RJ Barrett. There's just better overall, more cheesy shooting guards in the game. But I don't know if there's that many more complete shooting guards, right? I mean, Hall of Fame hyperdrive, clamps, quick chain interceptor, post strides, or hand strays, quick first step. He's only got 12 Hall of Fame badges, but the Hall of Fame badges that RJ Barrett comes with are very solid badges in general. So it's just, to me, one of those things where I'm a pretty big fan of RJ Barrett. I use him on my No Money Spent for quite some time. It's just all good things must come to an end at some point. Alex Caruso. He's done a lot for me, man. I've used him in wagers. I've used him on my No Money Spent. And the only reason I use them in wagers is because people make me play on my No Money Spent. But again, this Alex Caruso for 8,500 is a steal. I mean, you're looking at a point guard with 15 Hall of Fame badges that is so complete. When comparing him to D'Angelo Russell, 3-ball is the same. He has a better driving dunk. Ball handle is basically the same. Defensively, they go back and forth. I think D'Lo is overall the better card. But I don't think it's by that much. And so similar to David Thompson, guys, I'm not saying either of them are better than a guy like D'Angelo Russell, but for their price, I think both of them are very, very solid options. For Caruso, man, I like his release. Hall of Fame sniper, definitely noticeable because he never misses whites. Defensively, going to get you stops on the perimeter. I think Alex Caruso is one of the most complete point guards in my team, especially for his price. Next up at number 7, a card I really don't use too often anymore, but I still respect, is Pink Diamond Ben Wallace. Now, why do I not use Ben Wallace? Well, to me, it's simple. I think there's other better small forwards in my team that give you just that little bit more than compared to Ben Wallace. Now, that's not me sitting here saying Ben Wallace is bad, especially this one for 12,000, right? You get a Ben Wallace for 12,000 that already has a 3-ball boosted to a 78. You look at it defensively is really where you're looking at Ben Wallace. There's not many better defensive players in the entire game than Ben Wallace. And if you do get that 3-ball boosted to a 78 and have a 3-ball coach, Don Nelson, for example, you're looking at an upper 80s 3-ball. And then with those tendencies, with these badges, there's not many better players in the entire game. This Ben Wallace is making me want to use Ben Wallace again, with this type of a diamond shoe. And maybe I need to go through and use Ben Wallace because I don't know if there's that many better small forwards in the game. Right now for me, I'm playing Jonathan Isaac and Kawhi. So I really don't have a spot for Ben. But man, for his price at $12,000, he is absolutely tough to beat. At number 6, we're going to plug in a weird one for you guys, Tony Kokuch. And when I say weird, it's because I don't talk about Tony Kokuch very often. Y'all can in the comments debate. When was the last time I even mentioned this guy? Not very often. But now that Ben Simmons is out and now that we're seeing kind of the taller meta in my team, I think he needs to be talked about. Why? Because you can run this switch all type of scheme with him. And with that being said, has a good 3-ball. He's not going to make too many plays. You're going to need a shooting guard that can make all the plays. But outside of that, he is super complete in my team for 9,000 MT. Do I think he's better than David Thompson? Yes. That's why he is higher on this list. I even think side by side he has the chance to be better than Caruso, especially when you add those few extra badges to him. And again, it's just one of those things as times go on, when we see Ben Simmons at point guard, you're going to need a counter to that. And my counter is Tony Kokuch for this price. Now, a card that I don't know if he belongs on this list because he doesn't really exemplify what budget means for me is Kristaps Porzingis. Probably the most expensive, one of the most expensive cards on this list is Kristaps Porzingis. But here's the deal, guys. You can get a completely badged Kristaps Porzingis right now for 12,000 MT. And at 7'3", what more do you guys honestly want than a completely badged Kristaps Porzingis for 12,000 MT? 7'3", 93 3-ball. Defensively, especially on the interior, going to hold it down. On the perimeter, he's going to struggle. He's definitely not better than Jack Sikma, definitely not better than James Wiseman. But again, he's cheaper than those guys, and that's why he's on this list. As those guys come out, as everybody starts using those better tier guys, you're going to see more people selling their Kristaps Porzingis. His price is going to go down that little bit more. That is why he comes in here at number 5. Again, I've talked about those guys that are just over the price range in Wiseman and Sikma, but a guy like Porzingis is still cheap enough. At number 4, a card I prefer to Big Ben Wallace is this card right here in Pink Diamond, Josh Smith. I prefer him to Ben Wallace, and you guys can think whatever you want about it. I like Josh Smith. I think he's a better shooter in general, and I just think he's overall the better card with that quick dribble style. Now, you'd think Josh Smith might be 10,000 MT with how complete he is. You'd be wrong. The card is like 5,000 MT. And can you beat him for 5,000 MT? I don't know if you can. 6'9" at the 3, 87 3-ball, 97 driving dunk, 86.0. Perfect on the defensive end of the court outside of the strength rating. Great defensive badges. And he's one of the cheapest cards on this list, but I don't have a problem putting him this high because he is indeed one of the best on this entire list. At number 3, maybe the surprise of the list. I don't know if you guys are going to think he's the surprise of the list, but I think he might be Diamond Kevin Huerter. Interesting one here because when I used him in all my no money spent, my first instinct was, oh my gosh, get this guy off my court. But the more shots I got with Kevin Huerter and the cheaper he gets, I got mine for 1,500. I'm like, this guy can compete. 6'7", 95 3-ball, 90 driving dunk, 86 ball, 95 steal, 94 perimeter, 84 interior. Get it, his block is not good. His strength's not great. Not a great rebounder. But the card is good in general. And nobody can take that away from him. And not only is he good, I think badge-wise, he's pretty complete. I mean, let's look at the Hall of Famers. Menace, Limitless, Takeoff, Sniper, Quick First Step, Limitless, Blinders, Posterizer, Intimidator, Clamps, Pickpocket, and Catch and Shoot. Very good Hall of Famers. You look at the badges he doesn't have that are super important. Let's look at the ones that are super important here. Rim and Brick. I mean, that's really it for Kevin Huerter. One of the most complete cheap cards in the entire game. At number 2, a card I don't use and haven't used much of is Evan Mobley. I respect Evan Mobley so much in this game, but I don't use it, right? 6,000 MT here for Evan Mobley. You might have to pay more. It depends on the time you get him. But for 6,000 MT at 7 feet tall, you're getting an 87 3-ball, a guy defensively that is absolutely elite. He's 7 feet tall at the shooting guard position. Good release, great badge-wise. He just went way down in price. If it was 25,000 MT, I wouldn't be obviously recommending Evan Mobley for a budget baller type of team. But for this price of 6K, I have no problem if you guys want to go out there and get Evan Mobley. So you're going to see Evan Mobley ran in comp type settings, starting probably more, because everybody is going to start running just giant squads. It's getting to that time in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. Last but certainly not least on my list, and this isn't even troll, Amethyst Bhullar. There's no troll when I'm talking about Bhullar here. And now, whether you want to make this list budget, whether you want to talk about value, I don't really care. I want to talk about Bhullar here. More people are going to start running Yao. And with more people running Yao, more people are going to start running Ralph. And with more people running Ralph, more people are going to run Kareem, KP, those type of guys. You need a guy that can compete against them, and Bhullar can. I'm not saying offensively he's going to be Zeus, but defensively on the interior, as long as you get that interior up a little bit, he is going to be able to battle those guys. Good interior tendencies, brick wall, box, intimidator, and worm for 1,000 MT. Go ahead and get yourself a Bhullar. If you want to pick up Rudy Gobert, you can do what you got to do. But I do think Bhullar is going to battle those guys better than Rudy Gobert can. And that's why I have him on this list. Gobert also going to be a little more expensive. So just depends on what you're wanting. I just think Bhullar is important for you guys if you are just starting the game, if you really do need a good budget center. Again, if you have a little bit more MT, another guy I'm just going to suggest here, Tim Duncan. These are the types of guys, right, that if you have a little bit of more MT, that I don't have a problem if you pick up if you have that 24 to, or 20 to 30 to 40,000 MT. This is my no money spent squad right now. If you put Jermaine O'Neal in here, this is my top 10 right now that I'm running. Minus Kevin Huerter, maybe you add Cassie Russell, obviously, but these are my guys. So a lot of the guys that you guys saw in this video are also a good budget ballers. You could make an argument Klay Thompson belongs on the list. There's just so many good budget options in 2K, but you guys got my top 10 today. Let me know who I was too high on, too low on. Let me know who I left off the list. Again, top 10 budget, top 10 value. They basically mean the same thing for me. It's gonna wrap it up though for my video, guys. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.